Well, everybody, thank you for joining us. Welcome to our third all hands meeting. I'm Wes Gary, and I'm very excited and honored to share some updates with everyone today. Following those updates, I'll be sharing some feedback from the most recent Mo Marvelous Workplace Survey. A few housekeeping comments before I get started. I plan on talking for about 25 minutes, which should leave plenty of time for questions. Thanks to everybody who submitted questions to us in advance. I've already incorporated a lot of those answers into my presentation. While I'm talking, if you think of additional questions, please use the Q&A feature on the town hall to ask questions. Justin Fahey, Jennifer Appenzeller, and Kelly Glennon are all helping me behind the scenes. So they're going to queue up your questions for me during the Q&A portion of the meeting. Your questions aren't going to show up for everyone to see until we get to that portion of the meeting. So don't be alarmed if you don't get a response or don't see your question appear. We can see them. Before I get into the updates, I want to take this opportunity to share a few of my thoughts about the Momar culture. Momar has always been a growing company with sales increases every year for 78 years. As we quickly approach the $100 million mark, we know that we must continue to mature and evolve as an organization. That's how Sam Moore started us. That's how Julian Moore led us. And that's how Julian Moore Jr. continues to lead us. Protecting our sales-focused entrepreneurial culture through that maturing and evolution process is critical. In fact, Julian devoted the entire last all-hands meeting to share Momar's core values, our pact. And we rely on and refer to our core values in every decision that we make. Doing so protects our culture. Next to our core values, I put a picture of the Momar Teamwork Mules. Bill Buckley's father had this sign in his textile plant that he ran in North Carolina. And Bill grew up working in his dad's plant, staring up at that sign. When he joined Momar, he brought the sign with him. I've seen this sign used many times over the years in memos, newsletters, and presentations. Sometimes it says teamwork works above the sign. Sometimes it just says cooperation. I've even seen it say, don't be a dumbass. But most of the time I've seen it, it says learn together and earn together. And that's my favorite. Learn together, earn together. It gets right to the essence of what we are here to do. None of us know it all. We all rely on each other. We all learn from each other. We encourage each other. We pull harder together. Learning and earning together is in our DNA. It's part of our culture. And when you understand this simple poster, you become a protector of that very culture. For years, I've had the pleasure of meeting many of the new sales people who have joined the Momar family. I often get to talk to them before they even decide to join us. The common thread for why they choose to leave their previous employer and come to Momar is that their previous employer changed their culture. Whether it was a change in leadership, a change in ownership, or a change in market focus, something changed that propelled that salesperson to look for a better home. As we've added staff to our operations, I hear the same message from the candidates that we interview and the people that we hire. They liked where they worked before until there was a culture shift, until standards eroded, until corners were cut. And that's when they saw something better, a company with a strong culture and an opportunity to grow. At Momar, our culture has deep roots, and I believe that they are stronger now than ever. We are attractive to salesmen and women who need quality solutions for their customers, strong technical support from Momar Chemist, helpful attitudes from the operations team, and the flexibility to serve their customers in the ways that their customers want to be served. We're also attractive to operational, marketing, IT, technical, and accounting employees who are looking for a company where they can truly make a difference, where innovation and creativity thrive, where quality of work still matters, and where the bar is always being raised. I am proud to have recently celebrated my 25th anniversary with Momar. I love my Momar family. I think it's really cool that we make products that solve real problems. I'm also humbled by the incredible innovation and hard work that has propelled this company and provided for so many hundreds of families over the years. And I'm inspired by all of the new people who come to Momar because they sense something special here. I think we have something very special here. At Momar, we learn together. And at Momar, we earn together. And when sales and operations are in lockstep together, when we're all exercising our core values, it's a beautiful thing. And speaking of earning together, sales are way up, over 10% up over last year. In fact, 10 of the last 12 months were record months, and we remain on track to reach our $100 million goal. Growth like that doesn't happen by accident. This is what we call intentional growth. And the contributing factors are three. Recruiting. Recruiting is the way our sales group continues to grow. At Momar, we're always recruiting. And you don't have to have recruiter in your title to help us grow. Everyone can be a recruiter. If you want to know how, just reach out to Joe Winker, David Anthony, Matt Phillips, or Harry Haydorn. They'd love your help growing their teams. We also grow through new customers and new markets. You all are finding ways to solve problems for more and more customers than ever. Some examples of your success include an increase in sales into the healthcare market, where drain care sales are soaring right now thanks to Drainology, the new Vortex system, and Momar's stellar reputation in that market segment. We've seen a lot more sales into wastewater and heavy industry, like mining and recycling, thanks to synergy selling with Aquatrol, Lubest, and Mentec. We've seen an increase into federal and military sales as well, especially VA hospitals and military bases. And a whole lot more sales into asphalt and concrete, thanks to awesome products like Honey Badger and Bright Creek Green. The common thread in all of these markets is your belly-to-belly sales approach and demo-focused selling methods. We're also growing through teamwork selling, thanks to collaboration and training through the Dog Pound. More and more salespeople are getting out of their comfort zone and selling hardware, tools, grease, drain care, water treatment, and dust control. So y'all keep up the great work out there. On-time shipments are up also. When we compare the last 12 months to the previous 12 months, we're shipping 14% more orders on time, and that has been no easy feat. We know how important it is for orders to ship quickly and accurately, and your company has invested heavily in staffing, equipment, facilities to increase production, carry more inventory, and ship your orders faster. Over the past few months, we have focused a lot of our efforts on improving support for our growing West Coast sales team. In June and July, we nearly doubled inventory levels in our Valencia, California warehouse and added over 100 more products to that warehouse. That is going to speed up shipping, reduce lead times, reduce freight damage, and improve customer satisfaction significantly for all of our West Coast sales members. Quick update on sales support. As our sales group grows, so must our ability to provide technical support. We've recently hired 2 new chemists to join the sales support team. Olivia and Colby will start their Momar career paths doing quality control and sample analysis. I can't wait to see what new solutions they come up with to support our growing sales team. Along that note, one of the technical team's newest products is one of the most innovative products that we've ever developed, HydroDis. HydroDis is selling very well to schools, daycare facilities, and hospitals, but it's especially selling well to vet clinics and kennels due to its targeted disinfectant claims and its fast-acting, odorless active ingredient that leaves no residue. If you show it, you'll sell it. So next week, we're shipping samples of HydroDis to everyone in all the states where it's registered. I think it's about 133 samples going out next week. Having spent the majority of my Momar career in sales support, I want to take this opportunity to congratulate them on the success of Drainology. 94 salespeople are working through the Drainology modules right now, and 45 have already graduated. That is incredible. And the resulting growth in drain care sales are evidence that it was a success. All 5 modules are on the Momar Haystack for anyone who missed out or anybody that needs a refresher. Just search Drainology on the Haystack and then go to the resource library. All the graduates who complete Drainology are going to receive a certificate and a gift from Joe Winker to celebrate their accomplishment very soon. The gift is a surprise, but I got told what it was, and it's pretty awesome. I think it's really going to help some of these graduates sell some more drain care. And since Drainology was such an incredible success, sales support is going to continue to provide in-depth training like that in the future. We're going to call the next round of in-depth training Momar Core Curriculum, because the focus will be around core products. Few updates from the safety department. I'm really excited to share that our EMR is at an all-time low of 0.73. EMR stands for experience modification rate, and the lower the number, the better. A very low EMR like ours indicates that Momar has an incredibly strong safety culture compared to other businesses in our industry. Through extensive safety training, routine safety audits, and the integration of safe practices into all of our standard operating procedures, Momar has reduced accidents and injuries well below the industry average. We care about our people. That's why we're investing so much in our safety culture. Not only does this keep our employees safe, it's actually helping Momar attract new talent because more and more workers only want to work for companies who take safety seriously. And more customers only want to work with and buy from companies who have a strong safety culture represented by a low EMR. Having a low EMR provides you with a competitive advantage when selling into many industries, especially government, industrial, medical, and municipal. And your company is investing more resources in our safety culture every day. Monet Terrell recently joined Kim's team as our safety specialist, and the safety team is revamping and customizing our refresher training programs, upgrading our learning management system, and implementing a new platform that we're calling Compass, where we are integrating safety into all of our operations, maintenance, and production processes. Compass is also where all of our SOPs, work orders, safety records, quality inspections, and asset tracking is going to live. Since our last all hands, we've hired a lot of great people in Atlanta to support the sales growth. Dumas, Jay Johnson, and Corey Majors has joined the purchasing team. Sam Kennedy, Hardy Dorsey, and Sean Williams have joined the customer service team. Molly Conover joined the invoicing team. Eric Josiah joined the inventory control team, and Shay Wickens joined the Aquatrol support team. Each of these individuals bring many years of experience, new ideas, and fresh perspectives, and we are very thankful that they chose Momar. In June, we announced our core product strategy for enhancing sales. We're in our 5th week, and it's already been very well received. So far, we've announced 17 core products, many of which have had base price reductions, or at the very least, received protection from base price increases. Core products also receive priority in production and in shipping, typically shipping in 2 days or less compared to 3 to 4 days. Core products also receive more marketing attention, sharper labels, updated broadcast emails, sell sheets, videos, demos, etc. Core products are going to get spiffs on the dog pound, and we're going to continue our core product focus for the remainder of the year, likely well into 2026. When you're on the Momar haystack and you see that symbol there, that little red molecule with a flask, that means that's a core product, and we're going to be adding several more each week, so stay tuned. Soon we'll also be announcing a new operational department at Momar. We're calling it Catalyst because it's already speeding things up. As with any company, there's always projects to be managed or tasks that need to be completed that don't fit neatly into any one department. To close those gaps and strengthen the company, Jennifer Appenzeller is going to lead this new team, and she's got some amazing talent on this team, some absolute rock stars with a combined 110 years of experience at Momar. You'll agree that they're all rock stars as I list them by name. Leslie Treadway, Jennifer Long, Karin Heckel, Aaron Steed, Constance Henzo, and Rosalind Beckwith. This team will act as a bridge to support the operational needs of sales managers. They're going to provide faster triage for all help@momar.com inquiries. They're going to manage customer vendor portals, bids, contracts, renewals, and certificates of insurance request. They're also going to handle all the EPA state registrations and renewals, and they're currently working on organizing the San Diego Sales Awards trip. And they're going to organize all future sales meetings, trade shows, and awards trips. I am super excited about this team and what they're going to be able to do to make Momar even better. And last but not least, SOPs, our standard operating procedures. This has been a major focus all year, and I'm going to save my update about SOPs until later in the presentation. It deserves a slide of its own. Accounting. ADP has been fully implemented for payroll. It replaced ProLiant and the payroll portion of Bamboo. It provides much better visibility into tax withholding options, pay insight, benefits, and many other features like discount shopping. If you haven't logged into your ADP app yet and you need help, just reach out to hr@momar.com. You asked for better control over your 401k, and we listened. Empower is the industry-leading 401k administrator, giving you real-time visibility and control over your retirement savings. So be as aggressive or as conservative as you'd like. It's your hard-earned money, and now you have complete control over it. For years, you've been asking us to be more aggressive in collecting past due invoices. Under Tammy's leadership, your company is taking a much more hands-on approach in order to save you selling time and prevent chargebacks. Our accounting team has worked with IT to improve our record keeping for billing contacts and to automate the process of sending statements to customers. As a result, our AR over 90 days is lower than it's been in years, and that's awesome. This team is growing as well with a new addition of Nick Bahal in the staff accountant position. He's going to improve our processes with concur expense reports, taxes, excuse me, and business licenses. The marketing lab has grown as well since our last all hands with the addition of Adam Schindler, our new graphic designer, and Jason Thomas, our new videographer. This means better sell sheets, more industry-specific line sheets, new product videos like the recent Vortex video, and updated broadcast emails for our core products. This team is also responsible for the promo shop, which has always got something new. In fact, they just mailed out Momar pizza cutters to all full-time salespeople to encourage customer engagement through lunch and learns. And since many of you have asked, the calendars are in the works and they're going to be released in a week or two. Oh yeah, I forgot I added a picture there. I think Lindy Burns shared that with us. That's one of her customers getting their cut above the rest pizza cutter. The most exciting update from this team all year, though, was the new Momar career page that features our new Momar recruiting video. If you haven't seen it yet, it's worth your time to check it out. Don't do it right now, but after the call, check out momar.com/careers. The video is awesome. This team also runs the Momar Anniversary Shop, where your company celebrates your many years of loyal service with awesome gifts. And they just announced that they're going to extend the Fun in the Sun promotion, which has driven a record $2.4 million in sales already this summer. Right now, they're working hard to get the word out about Momar earning a spot on Selling Power Magazine's list of the 60 best companies to sell for in 2025. This is our third straight year of being recognized for our unwavering passion for supporting and growing our amazing sales team. All right, that completes my operational updates. I hope with all that it's clear that all of us on the operations side of the business will continue to protect our culture by listening and responding to you. And we do listen. Earlier this year, we conducted our company-wide Momarvelous Workplace Survey, and we had record participation. Of Momar's 360 total employees at that time, 299 responded to the survey. That is 83%. Fantastic. We structure that survey using industry standards in order for us to be able to determine our Net Promoter Score, also known as NPS. NPS is an industry standard method of measuring employee satisfaction and loyalty, and the scores can range from -100, not too good, to +100. Momar scored a +42, which is considered excellent. It's almost world class, and that's our goal. We take this score and all of the responses that we get to the survey very seriously because our goal is to make Momar the best place to work. And through these surveys, we learn what we're doing right as an organization and where we need to focus our efforts to improve. Here, I've listed the top 5 things that we're doing right as a company based on those survey results and your comments. The most overwhelming theme of the survey were comments about the strong, caring culture, the family feel, flexibility, freedom, positive attitudes, and just generally great people. There were also a lot of positive comments about the Momar Haystack. We designed the Momar Haystack to support our unique sales organization. Every single line of code was written to maximize our salesperson's visibility into their business and to put all our resources that they need at their fingertips. It's a pretty amazing tool, and our IT department devotes thousands of hours each year, adding functionality, improving user experience, and making it faster and more reliable. and your company continues to invest in technology. And our IT department has grown significantly this year since the last all hands meeting with the addition of 2 new team members. You've already seen his work, but you probably haven't heard his name. Solomon Heron joined Momar earlier this year as our PHP developer. He is working on a lot of the new features for the Haystack and Momar.com, including the incorporation of AI. You think decision trees are cool, just wait till you see what AI can do. He's also working on a new lead management tool and an invoice payment portal on Momar.com for your customers. Also new to the team is Michael DeGroff, our ERP operational support and data analytics guru, who is working on to make our main computer system better and to give everyone better visibility into our data. In 78 years, we've accumulated a lot of data, and being able to mine that data to reveal valuable insights into our business is what Michael is so good at. Other positive themes of the survey were Momar's strong sales support and customer service culture. That's no surprise. Our product variety and our ability to keep creating new products, and our competitive compensation. While it's rewarding to read positive comments, we know that the most rewarding work is tackling the concerns and the negative comments. So here, I've listed the 5 top areas where we need to improve according to the survey. I told you I would come back to talk about SOPs, and so here I am. I'm really proud to report that over the last 6 months, the Momar leadership team has made this a major priority for every department. Department leaders, directors, managers, and supervisors have been working diligently to create SOPs for all of our standard processes. And we have a lot of them, 445 to be exact. And we've been tracking our progress all year. Excuse me. This graph shows our progress starting in January and finishing just this week. Our goal was to finish all the SOPs by this meeting, and we did. We are really proud of ourselves. And as a result of all that hard work, it's already paying off in fewer operational errors. We've seen a decrease of 19% compared to last year. Now, we still have room to improve, but we did take a major step in the right direction by focusing on SOP creation. In the coming months, we're going to be focusing on better training, increased use of technology and automation, and ongoing refinement of our processes with a goal of 0 errors. On the survey, there were a lot of concerns and comments about freight costs as well. Now, this survey was back in March, remember. So some concerns about freight costs, logistics support, and general training around freight best practices. Since then, Darryl Walker and his team negotiated significant freight rate discounts and provided training to the entire sales group. If you missed his training or if you need a refresher, just check out keyword Freight Matters in the Haystack Resource Library. There's 2 presentations on there that you can download. There's a freight terminology guide and best practices where you can arm yourself with all the tips and tricks so that you can save and even earn money on freight. Oh, sorry, I forgot to show that slide while I was talking about Freight Matters, but there's the slide. The third item in the needs improvement was Best orders, slow turnaround. There were several justifiable negative comments about this. If Matt Phillips weren't so good at selling grease and training others on how to sell grease, we would have never had any shipping delays. So I blame Matt. Don't you just love that picture of Matt Phillips? In all seriousness, though, despite our efforts to proactively increase Best grease production and fulfillment capacity, Matt Phillips taught y'all how to sell more grease than we could make. Simple as that. We have since tripled grease production and inventory levels on our top-selling Titan Tack and Titan Extreme Green greases, and I'm proud to report that after adding some staff and some automation, we're now shipping grease faster than we ever have. The 4th area in need improvement is handyman. Handyman was in need of a total renovation. Get that? Like the pun? Anyway, the original handyman division was clunky. Our suppliers couldn't keep up with your sales growth. Most orders couldn't even ship complete and ended up having to ship in 2, 3, or 4 separate shipments, which confused which confused customers, drove up all the freight costs, and frustrated our salespeople. In May, we launched Handyman 2.0, and the results have been tremendous. 60,000 Handyman items now have item pages on the Momar Haystack, and we've already seen over $1 million in hardware and tool sales since the launch of Handyman 2.0. We just created some Handyman sales sheets also that are department specific. Some of those are pictured here, and they're available on the Haystack too if you want to download them. Many of you have asked for a Handyman catalog, and we're working on it. We hope to have that available soon, by the end of the year at the latest. It's a pretty big undertaking, as you can imagine. If you haven't taken the Handyman 2.0 out for a spin, we encourage you to give it a try. It is better, it is simpler, and it is faster. And it's a great way to open new accounts and add on to existing accounts. Too far. Some of the most frequent and passionate responses on the survey were about Momar benefits. Of the 299 responses, 21 people mentioned benefits and whether it was cost or access to care or how confusing things can be. We heard you. Your voices were heard. In order to address employee benefits with all the care and attention that this topic deserves, we're going to devote an entire all-hands meeting to this subject in late September or early October in preparation for open enrollment. I can share that we have a new, even more experienced benefits partner working hard on our behalf, analyzing every benefit and working on new plans to meet our needs. And we're excited to share more good news with you soon. A reminder, though, while I've got you, for those of you who haven't set up your ADP account, please be on the lookout for a message containing a registration link in preparation for open enrollment. All right, 3 key takeaways. First one, we are all responsible for protecting our culture and remembering our core values: purposeful professionals, adaptive problem solvers, caring to the core, together as one. It's as simple as learning together and earning together. We've got something really special here at Momar, and it takes all of us to protect that. Number 2, we're improving in every department every day because we care about each other. And number 3, if nothing else, I hope we've proven that we take your feedback in these surveys very seriously. Positive or negative, your comments guide our focus, they shift our priorities, and they ultimately make us better. So thank you if you're one of the 299 people who participated in our last survey. We're going to be conducting another survey here very soon, like in the next few weeks. And a reminder, they're 100% anonymous. And that's it. Those are my 3 key takeaways. It is a great time to be at Momar. Our future is very, very bright. I really appreciate you all spending your Friday afternoon with me. And I'm thankful for each and every one of you. I'm going to start our Q&A session now. Let me find, okay, let's see if this works. Let's see. Trying to get my camera on, I apologize. For some reason, it's not letting my camera join. Here, I'll just flip back to the presentation. I'm down there in the bottom. I was hoping to go full screen, but it's not working. All right, Q&A. I'm sure, let's see here. If you're not sure how to submit questions during the town hall, this icon that's showing up right here on the screen, that should be up in the Teams menu. You can click on that to post questions. I got a few that came through on my phone, I think. Let's see here. First one. How do I get my customers access to their Momar portal? All right, so IT sent out an email about that about a month ago. It's got some great details about that, but it's simple. It's 3 steps. First, make sure your customer's email address is in your Haystack contacts and that address is linked to their account. Once that's done, make sure your customer goes to momar.com and registers. It's really simple. It takes like 45 seconds. And then once they've done that, email help@momar.com with a note. Just say opt in to customer portal and then list your customer's name and the email address. If you want to do several customers and email addresses at once, that's fine. Just send one email with all of them and we'll get them opted in. And that's it. Once that's done, your customer is set up and they're going to be able to go to momar.com to see their purchase histories, their open orders, their invoices, tracking details, payment methods, everything. They'll even be able to get quick access to any literature for any of the products that they've purchased. Let's see, what's the next one here? What new products are coming out? Man, I'm not in that department anymore, but I do know that they've been hard at work on a new drain pump installation kit that's going to be rolled out soon. It's going to work with all of our pumps and the Vortex. It's going to include fasteners and all the accessories that you need to not only mount a pump, but guide all the tubing and all that kind of stuff. I also know that they're working on several new Aquatrol products, some new gear oils and greases for Lubest, some new freeze conditioning agents for our Mintech division, and a whole lot more. More text. They focus their new product development based on y'all's feedback and your questions when you call in. If you have ideas for new products or for product improvements, just email salessupport@momar.com or sales.support@momar.com. How do I join the dog pound? Well, you're on Teams right now, so that's the first step. I think the dog pound is great. I try to get on the chat every day. I'm not as active as I used to be, but joining the chat every day, keeping up there is great, and the Friday meetings are fantastic. It's a great way to keep up with your fellow teammates. There's a lot of Momar veterans on there with decades of history and knowledge to share. There's salespeople on there who used to work for our competitors, and they can help you a lot when it comes to product crossovers and selling tips. All you've got to do if you're not already on there is just email help@momar.com and ask them to get you on the dog pound. There's already about 130 people on there. It's very active and very helpful. Let's see, I had one about drainology. How do you complete the modules on drainology so you can get your certificate and your free gift? Everybody should have gotten an invite from sales support through our learning management platform a few weeks ago. But if you missed that email, just email sales.support@momar.com and ask them to send you another invite. It's really simple. Also, all 5 modules for drainology are posted to the Haystack. They're in the resource library, and they're very thorough. If you missed the training or if you need a refresher, I would start there. If you've got a customer that needs to be in ISNET, who do you contact? Great question. Momar has been in ISNET and Aveda and many other third-party vendor platforms for years. That team manages the team that manages all those vendor platforms is the new Catalyst team, and you can email them either at help@momar.com, because that's easy, or slightly faster, email them at salesvendors@momar.com. They'll connect your customer to our accounts and make sure that all the requirements are met. How do I find core products on the Haystack? Well, that's simple. Just go to Solutions, the Solutions home screen on your Haystack. Up in the right-hand corner, you'll see Advanced Search. And then you'll see a thing that says Select Designation, and it's got a little drop-down menu. From there, just click Core Products, and then anything you search is going to filter for core products. You can also filter for GSA products, kosher products, green products, bestsellers also. How do I connect to ADP Workforce Now? HR sent out instructions earlier this year, but if you missed that, you can find ADP Workforce Now on the Haystack in the resource library. And if you lost your credentials or need any assistance at all, just email HR@momar.com. And the same thing goes for Empower, our 401k administrator. All right, those are all the texts that I've gotten. Let's see if I've got more from this Teams meeting. Any update on having a freight calculator or something of the sorts? That's a great question, Jamie. I will find out the status on that. I know that there was some stuff posted to the Freight Matters page on the Haystack, but I think I know what you're talking about, being able to build freight calculations into Haystack order entry. I'll get an update on that, and we'll send out an email here real soon. That's a great question. I wish I knew the answer. Griffins ask, how can I send my customers a copy of Handyman and 2.0? I've tried before and the file is too large to send. Those new department sell sheets might be a good way to start, Griffin. You can either print those off or email them to your customers. Once we've got the new catalog available, a PDF flippable version will be available as well. You can also send them to the Momar website, where Handyman 2.0 has an entire section dedicated to it. So that might work as well. Linda, perhaps I missed a meeting on Handyman 2.0. Is there an overview on the haystack? There is. Just if you go to Linda, if you go to Haystack and type in Handyman and go to the resource library, you'll see Handyman 2.0 on there with all the new department boards, as we call them, or the department sell sheets, and all the other resources about Handyman 2.0. And if you have other questions, of course, sales support can help out. Justin Fahey is the handyman guru now, and we've got a lot of other resources as well. All right. Well, I think we make sure here. That was it. I don't have any more on my phone and no more on the team. So I guess that's it for today. Thank you all so much for joining me late on a Friday. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you at the next all hands meeting. Take it easy. Bye-bye.